You are tuned in to Be Bold Radio, breaking barriers off of lives daily. This is the place for you to learn strategies and tools to turn your business, your dreams, and your goals into a reality. Thanks for tuning in to Be Bold Radio. This is your host, Dymeata B, and you're listening to episode number 131. Well, all of you, of course, we are still in this pandemic, in the quarantine, and I hope you guys are staying safe and staying home as much as possible, and also practicing social distancing. You know, I want to give my thoughts and prayers out to those who have lost loved ones from this pandemic, and I am also praying for those who are still battling for their life, fighting for their lives to overcome this pandemic. So my prayers are with you. Please know that. Please be encouraged, and please take care of yourselves. All of you listening to this podcast, take care of yourselves. Today, obviously, like I said, we are in this pandemic together. We are in this quarantine together. And, never in my 41 years of living have I ever experienced anything like this. Have I ever experienced the nation shutting down completely, like having to sit down. Although I did need this rest, I needed my life to be on pause. And it's so funny now that I'm thinking about it. I remember telling one of my best friends, like, I wish I just had a pause button. I wish I had a pause button. Well, guess what? God did it. And now I'm complaining. I remember complaining a few weeks ago, like, oh my God, I'm not doing the things I said I was going to do. And maybe I should be doing more. And God was like, didn't you ask for me to pause some things? Like, I'm doing that for you because I need you to take care of your body, because what I'm about to do in your life, you're going to need all the energy, so, I guess you can say it's a blessing in disguise. It really is, But I wanted to talk about 6 strategies that I have been practicing personally to staying motivated during this COVID pandemic. Many of us are used to our norm, and we have to get adjusted to our new norm. And so our new norm, we had to be more creative. Like, many people are being creative in the kitchen. I know I am being creative with our businesses, being creative with date night, being creative, with talking and making sure we keep in touch with our family and friends, just having to be more creative with our work schedules, and just everything had to shift. And so in this shift, it's so important that we find certain ways and find techniques and strategies to stay motivated, because to be quite honest, it has been, a struggle for me to remain motivated during this pandemic. I have been building and writing and helping and building people in their businesses, for some time now, for almost 6-7 years. And so now, God literally sat me down, and I'm trying to figure out, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? So some things have been really, really, magnified in my life, and I had a chance to reflect. And so I got a chance to write down some things that has helped me, that's helping me to stay motivated during this ugly pandemic. And so one is set small daily goals. And let me tell you, I feel like I have nothing but time right now. I mean, yes, I do believe we need to be preparing for the next level, because when this is over, you want to be ready to execute. You want to be ready to, produce. However, I am not being hard on myself, because I have children, I have a young family. And so it's important that my children and my husband and myself, that, I put myself first as well. And so it's important that to keep my sanity, I had to set some small goals. So, for example, I hate doing laundry, but I have to do it. But I am multitasking. I'm juggling between a preteen, a teenager, and a toddler. Okay. And I'm running multiple businesses. And also I am looked to prepare meals and make sure everybody is, okay, while my husband is working. And granted, my husband is a big help around the house. He really, really is. But he also needs that time to, deal with customers and clients and different things like that. He works in the finance industry, so it's important, that he's on his phone in his office downstairs while I'm upstairs in my office. And so while I'm in my office, my kids, they share the office with me while they're being homeschooled right now. And so I am running after I'm helping them and making sure they're doing their assignments and, completing the things that they need to complete for school. I have to run across the hall and potty train, which has been a whole nother experience for me. And I don't even want to get into detail. But I am like from one wavelength to another, and so it's important that my goals are set small. It's important. So laundry is a priority, but it is not that serious if I have a full day. And so I just made it my goal to just do one basket a day. And I'm telling y'all, I had to stop being so frustrated with myself because I wasn't getting everything done and having to set small tasks during the day just to get one thing done out of each responsibility, each task. And if I can't even do that, be okay with that. I just had to really go easy on myself because I'm a task, like I like to knock out my task and I like to check things off of my list. I just like to get things done. I feel more productive. And so when I don't get it done, I feel some type of way, so I've just been learning to set daily small goals. The second strategy that has helped me be motivated even more during this pandemic is being okay with not being highly productive right now. I have a few things that I wanted to check off of my list this year, and I am moving at a slower pace than I anticipated. But I had to learn that Dymeata, it's okay. When you are feeling inspired to do it, then do it. I'm working on a book and, I am just, I was not feeling as inspired as I used to be. Hey guys, I want you to log on to justbebold.com and order my latest book, The Power of Focus. In this book, there are strategies that will give you the mindset to achieve all your goals. This is your opportunity to learn my secrets to living your dreams by adopting this mindset. I encourage you to follow my method and apply it for a complete transformation. This is your opportunity to unleash your power of focus and be among the greats. Log on to justbebold.com and order The Power of Focus. Again, that's www.justbebold.com. And so I had to realize, Dymeata, it's okay. I had to talk to myself for real. Dymeata, it's okay, honey, that you are not as productive as you want to be. I put my boutique, I put it at a standstill. My inventory, I couldn't get inventory because of COVID. In fact, some of my inventory got held back because of COVID. So it's just, things are just slow. They're slow and it's beyond my control. So I had to learn to be okay with not being highly productive right now during this pandemic, because in reality, the whole world had to be shut down. Restaurants had to be shut down. People have lost their jobs. And, for me, I have been blessed enough to work for myself. And so I just had to learn that it's okay, Dymeata, that you're not as productive as you're normally, as you normally are. So I'm okay with that. And it helps my mental state. So the third strategy that has helped me stay motivated during this pandemic is carving out time in my day to work and carving out time out of my day to relax. I found myself getting anxiety and getting depressed because I was overworking myself, and I felt like I wasn't relaxing. I wasn't taking time to just get clear, and get still. And so when I wasn't relaxing, I found myself not being creative mentally, or not being productive, even in those small things that I was, could have been productive in. I wasn't being productive because I wasn't taking time to relax. And I just think it's important. For me, it's important that I work out. It is important. That is, after this podcast recording, I'm going to work out. So it is important for me to get that in. It is important for me to sit, watch some Netflix, and chill. Do you hear me? Netflix is available 24/7. Hulu is available 24/7. And when I tell you, it's just so good to just stop doing what I'm doing and just watch some TV. Watch something that has nothing to do with nothing to do with this pandemic, nothing to do with work, nothing. Just watch television. And I had a chance to do that. And I found, here's the thing, me and my husband, we were binge watching a show not last week, but maybe the week before. It might have been last week. And I almost felt guilty, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, I have not watched TV. I don't even watch TV during the day. Before quarantine, I would do intermittent fasting with television because it was a distraction for me, And so now, I can just stop for a second and just say, hey, we're going to watch some TV. Let's find something we can get caught up in and watch, a good show. And I had to stop feeling guilty for that. So just carving out that time, making sure you put in time for work that's needed, that's necessary, and putting in time to relax. Okay, so the fourth thing that I've been doing, and I did it a couple times, and I do plan on doing it a few more times, is scheduling virtual get-togethers with friends and family. I think that is very important. My best friends, we had a virtual game night with our families, and we didn't do Zoom, we did Google Duo. And it was really, really fun. We played this game called Blank Slate. And I think it's just important for us to take time to still keep in touch with our family and friends. So I am planning something with my girlfriends. And I just really, I just think it's going to be cool, And I just can't wait, And it's just, what's crazy is this time right now, I was supposed to be flying to my hometown for one of my best friends. Is getting married. I was supposed to fly home for the shower. And so, we were all supposed to get together, and everything has been completely postponed, So doing a virtual, get together is very important for me. It's just very important for me. So, yeah, it is what it is. But scheduling virtual time and get-togethers with your friends is important. You need community. You still need community, and we have to be creative in keeping community in this time of social distancing. The fifth thing, and let me go back because it's important to stay healthy mentally. I believe, community keeps you, it's healthy to have friends and family around you. And the fact that we have to practice social distancing, we can't have birthday parties, we can't have baby showers, bridal showers. Everything is completely canceled and had to completely be no, you can't, So it's good, and it's important that we be creative with still keeping our mind clear and keeping a social life by, practicing virtual fellowship, So the fifth thing that's been keeping me motivated is making my mental health a priority. And I really believe that this season in my life, I have fought the hardest for my mental health. And that's why exercising is a big thing for my mental health. It really, really helps me. It truly helps me, and I have a better day when I exercise and when I'm moving my body. And so even if you can do 100 jumping jacks or jump rope, 60 jump ropes, I don't know, whatever it is that helps you, 60 reps of jump rope, whatever can help you, with getting your energy level up. And I'm telling you, it will make you feel better, and it also help you in the area of your mental health. I think it's important. Right now, I'm in the process of looking for a therapist. I think it's important. Not that I'm not going crazy or anything. I just think it's important in this time. So a therapist that does Skype. I think that's very important. So, your mental health has to be a priority in this season. And many people are struggling. There are people that live by themselves, and they're struggling. They're struggling living by themselves, living alone. They're struggling. People who have dealt and fought with their mental health and struggle, now they're forced not to be around people. That's something that needs to be a priority to all of us. So the sixth one, which should have been the first one, but I made it the last one because it's what I want to emphasize on the most, is putting God first daily. When I tell you, any day that I do not put God first, I can already tell how my day is going to go. And so it is so important, guys. Make him a priority in your life. Those struggling with mental health, make God a priority. Those who are struggling, with relaxation, those who are struggling with being productive, those who are struggling with trying to tackle goals, put God at the top. And I'm telling you, he gives me more grace for each day. He gives me the grace that I need for today. And I found myself struggling and stressing about tomorrow when God is like, I only gave you grace for today. Tomorrow, I'll give you new grace. And so we have to know that when we put God first in every area of our life and put him first, even during this pandemic, God can still give us grace upon grace upon grace. He's the God of grace. He cares about what you care about. Don't forget that he is your provider. So let him figure it out. Put him at the top and he'll give you a strategy. Put him at the top of your day and he'll give you a solution. Put him at the top and he'll provide and make a way out of no way for you. And so those are the 6 strategies that I have been using to help me stay motivated during this pandemic. I'm in this with you. Let's fight for our health. Let's be precautious. Let's stay safe. And most of all, let's break these barriers. And this is the first of the quarantine, I believe, podcast that I have recorded. And I hope this has been some type of inspiration to any of you listening to today. And until next time, because there will be a next time, continue to believe, be original, and live your dreams. Are you a leader, entrepreneur, author, or speaker? Did you have a lifestyle change that you want to share with the world? Do you have some helpful health tips that could change our life? Well, be a guest on the Be Bold Radio Show. Email us at beboldradio@gmail.com. Again, that's beboldradio@gmail.com.